Hello, Cork approach. It's Ryanair 9 November Mike with you on 3,000 feet, climbing to 5,000.
Ryanair 9 November Mike Cork, good evening. Identify clear direct to Banba, climb flight level 190.
Ryanair 9 November Mike, full direct to flight level 190 to direct Buffalo.
Direct Banba.
Sorry, Ryanair 9 November Mike, clear direct Banba.
Ryanair 9 November Mike, leaving controlled airspace now. Radar control service terminates. Unicom 128 on nice flight. Bye bye.
Ryanair 9 November Mike, switch to Unicom. Bye bye on 122 decimal 8. Have a great day.
Mark 38 Juliet Lima on turnaround, clear takeoff, runway 34, wind 270 degrees, 18 knots.
Yeah, for takeoff, Shamrock 38 Juliet Lima.
Yeah, Larry, good. Good. Yeah, still testing. Implementing testing, crying, usual.
Clear fly 125, continue right and backtrack runway 34.
Continue right on runway 25 and then left to backtrack runway 34 for turn fly 125.
Affirm. Shimmer 38 Juliet, identified Cork approach 119er down.
119er decimal 9er for Shamrock 38 Juliet Lima. Fine, thank you for super. Cork, very good afternoon, Shamrock 38 Juliet Lima.
Shamrock 38 Julia Lima, Cork, good evening, identified, clear direct to Rotev, climb flight level 190.
Route on top, 190 for Shamrock 38 Juliet Lima.
Fly 125, when ready, wind 270 degrees, 18 knots, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff and ready, takeoff fly 125.
Cork approach, good afternoon, Ryanair 09 Alpha, with you inbound for the ILS runway 34 and the Tismo 1 go for arrival.
Ryanair 09 Alpha, Cork, good evening, identified, Tismo 1 Golf A firm for the ILS runway 34, descend now, flight level 80.
Descent flight level 080, Ryanair 09 Alpha.
Ryanair 1162 requesting push and start.
Shamrock 38 Lima Juliet, correction, Shamrock 38 Juliet Lima leaving controlled airspace, now radar control service terminated. You can monitor advisory 1228, bye bye.
On Unicom, Shamrock 38 Juliet Lima. Bye, thank you for support. Good night.
Bye.
Cork approach, fly 125, passing 2,500 feet.
Fly 125 Cork identified, right turn direct to Everin, climb flight level 190.
Please say again the flight level for Terrafly 125.
Terrafly 125, flight level 190.
Flight level 190, and we are turning right to edge, is correct, Terrafly 125?
Direct to Everin.
And direct Everin, Terrafly 125, sorry, thanks.
Over.
Cork approach, Ryanair 09 Alpha, we're now decelerating to 40 knots.
Ryanair 90 Alpha, no traffic to affect. Your number 1 for the approach speed is yours.
Roger, number 1 for the Ryanair 09 Alpha.
Ryanair 1162 requesting push and start.
Foxtrot Romeo 1162, push and start approved, face north.
Push and start approved, face north, Ryanair 1162.
1162, be advised you're connected with the IATA code Foxtrot Romeo. The ICAO code Romeo Yankee Romeo is for the Ryanair call sign. It'll just cause confusion to ATC en route.
Okay, so will I call it as a Foxtrot Romeo instead of Ryanair?
It's up to you. You can disconnect, reconnect with Romeo Yankee Romeo and refile, or you can continue with Foxtrot Romeo.
I'll continue with Foxtrot Romeo.
Okay, Foxtrot Romeo 1162, push and start approved, face north.
Approach speed 8 for FX77, request push and start.
FedEx A77, push and start is approved, face south.
Push and start approved, face south for FedEx 877.
Young pilot, it's up to you. There's no point in asking me questions like where you want to fly in and out of. That's all up to you. Ryanair 09 Alpha, descend 5,000 feet, Cork QNH 1012.
Descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1012, Ryanair 09 Alpha.
Yeah, I'm good.
Foxtrot Romeo 1162, just confirming that is face north.
Yeah, for you to face north, because if you face south you'll be blocking Charlie. I have inbound traffic coming in on Charlie. Or if the FedEx is ready to taxi before you are. So if you push to face south you'll be blocking Charlie. If you push to face north you won't.
Okay, copy that. Foxtrot Romeo 1162.
Okay, Farman, I can still then get you out to backtrack via Charlie.
Okay.
Terrafly 125, you're leaving controlled airspace now to the east to radar control service. Terminate Unicom 1228. Have a nice flight to Colombo. Bye.
Uniform for Terrafly 125, thank you for your service, bye.
Approach FedEx 877, wait for taxi.
FedEx 877, can you make a right turn for Alpha?
Right turn for Alpha 477.
FedEx 877, right turn Alpha, backtrack line up runway 34.
Right turn to Alpha, then backtrack runway 34 for FedEx 877.
Romeo Foxtrot 1162, ready for taxi.
Romeo Foxtrot 1162, taxi Charlie, hold short runway 1634.
Taxi to Charlie, hold short runway at 16, Foxtrot Romeo 1162.
Ryanair 09 Alpha, descend 3000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 16, number 1, report established.
Descend 3,000 feet, number 1 for the LS approach, runway 34, and clear for the approach, report established, Ryanair 09 Alpha. Foxtrot Romeo 1162 is held to Charlie.
Foxtrot Romeo 1162, hold short. There's one to depart, possibly one to arrive, and I'll call you back. FedEx A77 on turnaround, clear takeoff runway 34, the wind checks 260 degrees 17 knots.
Clear takeoff runway 34, FedEx A77.
Ryanair 09 Alpha, stops from the localized ILS runway 34.
Ryanair 09 Alpha, continue approach, 1 to depart, wind 260 degrees 17 knots.
Continue approach, copy that. Ryanair 09 Alpha.
Foxtrot Romeo 1162, enter backtrack, line up runway 34, expedite the backtrack traffic on a 9.5 mile file. Foxtrot Romeo 1162, enter backtrack, line up runway 34, expedite the backtrack, landing traffic 9 miles. Foxtrot Romeo 1162, Cork. Okay, Ryanair 09 Alpha, clear to land runway 34, the wind checks 260 degrees 17 knots.
Clear to land runway 34, Ryanair 09 Alpha.
FedEx 887, report passing altitude.
FedEx Alpha, passing 2,350.
FedEx 887, 7 tanks identified, right turn direct Sutex, climb flight level 190.
Direct Sutex, climb 190 for 8.
He did. Ryanair 09 Alpha, vacate at the end at Alpha.
Vacate at the end of Ryanair 09 Alpha.
Foxtrot Romeo 1162, you back with me? Ryanair 09 Alpha, you can vacate right on Alpha, taxi apron and your parking stand moving number 7.
Vacate right on Alpha and stand 7, Ryanair 09 Alpha.
No, it's probably because it's the weather detection. I don't know, detecting it's raining or has rained, damp, whatever.
Foxtrot Romeo 1162, radio check.
Yeah, I have you now. Enter backtrack line up runway 34.
Enter track 10-3, runway 34 backtrack. Sorry about that, it's just out of north to have him with radio.
Not fun. Foxtrot Romeo 1162 on turnaround, clear takeoff runway 34 to wind checks, 260 degrees, crosswind 17 knots.
Foxtrot Romeo 162 clear takeoff runway 34.
Why are all pilots starting to say their call sign first? When did that become a thing?
Cork approach Ryanair 09 Alpha, it stands 7, thank you for the help, bye bye.
Bye. Oh, so the Germans started doing it, okay, so the rest of us start doing it? Thought they tried that nearly 100 years ago, didn't work out. FedEx 877 leaving control airspace now, release for further climb, monitor advisory 122, that's mate, bye bye.
Continue for the climb and note advisory 4877, thank you. Alright.
Foxtrot Romeo 1162 identified on departure, climb flight level 120.
Foxtrot Romeo, climb flight level 120. Foxtrot Romeo 162.
Yeah, like that, it's like saying your call sign first, reading back the instruction and saying your call sign again. Like, oh. It's like saying, hello, my name is Michael, how are you today? My name is Michael. Jeez, when I thought saying flight level 8000 was bad.
Traffic.
Yeah, I think the whole flight level 8000 thing is a 2023 meme, When did that start becoming a VATSIMism? Like when I first started in VATSIM, the most common VATSIMism was you'd land, you go to a gate, and then you'd request shutdown. And I thought that was normal when I started. But that kind of faded out then after a while. You kind of learn, it's like, hey, why isn't anybody else asking for shutdown? Why am I doing it? Oh yeah, but and Matt Davies is, yeah. Yeah, that was the big VATSIMism when I started. People used to request shutdown. They used to be like, oh, Cork approach on stand 9 request engine shutdown. It's like, what? Like, if you can see on the stream, that red line that goes halfway through the ramp, that's the ATC boundary. If you're to the right of that line, ATC don't care about you. If you're to the left of it, they do. So if you're on the stand, it's like, yeah, whatever, bro. You request push and start clearance because you're pushing back past that line to their area of responsibility, which will be the taxiway. But yeah, that was just a thing when I started. People used to request engine shutdown. Now it's people saying their call sign twice. Foxtrot Romeo 1162, just leaving controlled airspace now to the north. If you want, you can monitor advisory 122.8. Bye bye.
Copy that. Foxtrot Romeo 162.
Yeah, but I mean that's a pretty quick lesson to learn. You know, you connect with the 3-letter IKO identifier, not the 2-letter IATA one. Yeah, but you see, if somebody's looking at an airport departure arrival display, they'll just see the IATA one. They're like, oh, that's what call signs are. Yeah, but that's still an easy, mistake to fix. It's just like for Europeans flying in the US, requesting push and start, they get told the first time, it's like, no, you don't need to request it in most airports. Same for Americans when they come over here, if they push back on their own, they're like, whoa, what are you doing? You need to request clearance. Oh yeah, okay. Boom, lesson learned. But if people are saying their call sign in front of their message and at the end of their message, then if you keep hearing people saying that. Some parts of the airport in Boston, I think, you need to request push. But I think that's if you're pushing back onto Kilo or November.
Cork approach, good afternoon again. Ryanair 09 Bravo, stand 7, information Charlie QNH 1012, requesting clearance to Liverpool.
Ryanair 09 Bravo Cork, evening again, clear to Liverpool, Tismo 1 November, departure runway 34, and should climb 5,000 feet to Cork 7571.
Clear to Liverpool on the Tismo November departure, off runway 34, initial altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 7571, Ryanair 09 Alpha, 09 Bravo.
09 Bravo, all correct information is Delta, QNH 1013, report ready, push and start.
Roger, information Delta, QNH 1013, Ryanair 09 Bravo.
Oh, wait till I go to a big airport, you're going to be hearing it all the time. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Yeah, that was the voice server disconnecting. Don't know why. It'll do that though.
Cork approach, Ryanair 09 Bravo, step 7, request push and start. And I would like to request an amendment to the flight plan. I think the cruise altitude is still flight level 280. I would like to change to 290.
You filed for 290.
Oh, I'll do that.
Push and start approved, you can face north.
Push and start approved, face north, Ryanair 09 Bravo.
Cork, very good evening, Shamrock 27 Alpha. We're inbound Val, descending to flight level 260, and we have information Delta.
Shamrock 27 Alpha Cork, still don't have you identified on radar, just need to get you down lower, but just continue to call you back.
Roger.
Shamrock 27 Alpha Cork, I have your radar identified now. Continue about VAPA, VAPA 1 Golf arrival for 34, descent for level 80.
VAPA 1 for 34, flight level 80, and can we get the RMP please, Shamrock 27 Alpha?
Yeah, I can give you the RMP. When you're ready, squawk 6650.
6650, on the squawk, Shamrock 27 Alpha.
And Cork approach.
Ryanair 09 Bravo, go ahead.
Can you confirm tail to the north or facing north?
No, face north, I'll get you out in Charlie. If you push to face south, you'll be blocking Charlie.
Roger that, no problem for Ryanair 09 Bravo.
Cork approach, good day, longship 31 Delta. So we're deviating to this approach. We got a passenger who is very sick, so we're expecting to hold at Charlie Romeo Kilo for our landing brake.
Okay, November Bravo Tango 31 Delta. I didn't copy all that. Just confirm you're diverting.
Confirm the longship 31 Delta.
Okay, and say your speed.
Speed 250.
Okay, it's going to be vectors for the ILS approach and turn right, fly heading of 190.
190, longship 31 Delta.
That's it, yeah. Like, call what? 3 miles north of the field to fly over 100? Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? I don't know. I can't understand a word he's saying, innit? And Shamrock 27 off Paul, if you can just bring the speed back best you can. It might be a slight delay.
Roger, we'll do our best. Shamrock 27.
November Bravo Tango 131 Delta, descend 3,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Longship 31 Delta, just to confirm, we're not expecting to land right now because we're not at our maximum landing weight, so can we hold at a waypoint like Charlie Romeo Kilo?
Or I can give you an airport to divert to. There's Shannon Airport, which is about 35 miles to your north.
Say again, which airport, please?
Well, you can route direct to Shannon. It has a longer runway if you have a weight issue. You have you said you had a sick passenger on board, so I don't think the passenger would appreciate if you're holding. They'd probably want to get down on the ground as soon as possible. Shannon Airport has a longer runway. Could probably handle your overweight issue.
Negative, we'll be able to land as soon as possible. Like we need just for 5 minutes or even more.
Okay, so are you looking for a delay vector? I can give you a delay vector.
Roger.
Okay, you can turn right, fly heading 280.
Flight 280, longship 300.
Descend 5,000 feet. Descend 5,000 feet. QNH 1013.
1013 and descend 5,000 feet. Longship Delta.
Dun 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 dun. Approach. We have a sick passenger on board, but we need to hold first. Our priority is to get the weight of the plane down. Shamrock 27 Alpha, you can descend now 3,000 feet, QNH 1013.
3,000 feet, QNH 1013, Shamrock 27 Alpha.
27 Alpha from Atlam, cleared ILS approach runway 34, number 1, report established.
From Atlam, cleared RMP 34, and we'll report established Shamrock 27 Alpha. Do you want us to go direct to Atlam, Shamrock 27 Alpha?
Yeah, you can route direct to Atlam now and the speed is yours.
Roger, direct to Atlam, Shamrock 27 Alpha.
approach, Ryanair 09 Bravo, request taxi.
Ryanair 09 Bravo, taxi Charlie, backtrack land runway 34.
Fire Charlie, backtrack runway 34 and line up and wait.
And 27 off, just confirming from Ashland, you're clear for your RMP runway 34, you can report establishing.
So from Alam, clear for the RMP 34 and we'll report inbound Shamrock 27.
November Bravo Tango 31 Delta, turn left heading 100.
Left heading 100, long ship.
Fingers crossed it's working, Dan. It seems to be at the minute. I was having issues, that's why I turned it off. So between controlling and coding. So yeah, it'll only log pilots when I'm online. So, and it'll save it'll save separately to different airports. So if I log on Dublin tomorrow, Dublin will have its own leaderboard for when I'm on. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's 280 to 18. So.
Can you come to ILS
Top 5 then. Top 5, and it does not log local flights. It does not log local flights.
Can you confirm ILS left for long ship on Delta?
Confirm what? It'll be vectors for the ILS approach runway 34. Do you have your maximum landing weight down? Are you able for an approach?
We are able for an approach, long ship on Delta.
Okay, continue heading 100, maintain 5000. Vectors, ILS approach, runway 34.
100 and keep 5000 feet vectors for the ILS left.
Cork, Shamrock 27 Alpha, just turning final on Bed Atlam.
Tucson Alpha, yep. Continue the RMP approach. 1 to depart. The wind 280 degrees, 18 knots.
Continue approach Shamrock 27 Alpha.
November Bravo Tango 31 Delta, turn left heading 070.
Left setting on Delta.
Ryanair 09 Bravo on turnaround, clear takeoff runway 34. The wind is now 270 degrees, 15 knots.
On around, clear for takeoff runway 34, Ryanair 09 Bravo.
Yeah, only top 5 though. Well done, film star. Oh, I mean, I can delve deeper into that, as in like whoever's number 1 on the leaderboard, if they connect, I can have its own audio for that, so I know they're online. But no, baby steps. November Bravo Tango 31 Delta, descend to 3,000 feet.
2,000 feet, on Delta.
I can't understand. Shamrock 27 Alpha, clear to land runway 34, the surface wind is 270 degrees 15 knots.
Please land runway 34, thanks. Shamrock 27 Alpha.
Ryanair 09 Bravo identified on departure, cleared direct to Bochum, climb flight level 190.
Clear direct, Bof, climb flight level 190, Ryanair 09 Bravo.
Well, no, I tried to send him a message. I said, your background noise is drowning out your microphone, I can't understand you. I was hearing more of his background than I was his voice, so... No, I'm not going to have a most GAs. Jesus, no. That's like covering yourself in honey and attracting wasps. Shamrock 27 Alpha, right Charlie, stand number 8.
Right Charlie, stand 8. Manufacturer on there, Shamrock 27 Alpha.
Quote book. I'm loving the Southwest America livery.
Approach runner 09 Bravo, like to request to change to 122 decimal 8.
09 Bravo, yes, apologies, you can monitor advisory now 1228 on that's right, Cliff,
No problem, 122 decimal 8, thanks for your help. Bye, have a nice evening.
You too. And back.
Cork approach, good evening, is Golf Charlie Lima Romeo Whiskey citation, information at FNH 1013 inbound to you, descending to flight level 80.
Golf Romeo Whiskey Cork, good evening, identify, continue inbound LTIG, it'll be an LTIG 1 Golf arrival for the ILS runway 34, descend out flight level 80.
Continue will be LTIC 1 Golf arrival, descent to flight level 80.
Cork approach, Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie is descending 16,000 to 9,000 to level VATSIM.
Adam, how are you? Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie Cork, good evening, identified Tismo 1 Golf, arrival for the ILS runway 34, descend now flight level 80.
One Golf arrival for runway 34 and descent to flight level 80 for Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie.
Yeah, firm. You've got me number 2 for the ILS runway 34.
That's number 2 for 9 Alpha Charlie.
I don't know what the logic in VATSIM thing is, so it could be an APU. Golf Romeo Whiskey, continue descent to 3,000 feet, Cork QNH 1013.
And descent to 3,000 feet, QNH 1013 Golf Romeo.
Golf Romeo Whiskey, descend to 3,000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 34, report established.
Descent altitude 3,000, clear ILS approach 34, and Wilka Golf Romeo.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie, descend to 5,000 feet, Cork QNH 1013.
5,000 QNH 1013 for Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie.
Yeah, firm, say speed.
Descending to 293 knots for Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie.
Okay, 250 or less.
50 or less for 9 Alpha Charlie.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie, continue descent 3,000 feet.
Continue descent for 3,000 feet for 9 Alpha Charlie.
Romeo Whiskey, localize established.
Golf Romeo Whiskey, clear to land 34, surface wind 260 degrees, crosswind 15 knots.
Clear to land runway 34, Golf Romeo Whiskey.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie, Tismo 1 Golf, cleared ILS approach runway 34, number 2, report established.
Tismo 1 Golf, cleared to the ILS runway 34 and report when established for Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie.
Probably won't show then. So I doubt the model matching will show it up as allowed it. If you're flying the Airbus, it'll probably just come up as a white livery.
Aircraft accident.
Well, that was a good attempt. That's I mean, what, 280 crosswind from the left, 15 knots? Is that a citation? Yeah. .25 was available if you wanted. Just request it.
Right, 9 Alpha Charlie fully established for runway 34.
Runner 9 Alpha Charlie, clear to land 34, the surface wind 260 degrees, crosswind 1 to 5 knots.
Clear to land runway 34, Ryanair 9 Alpha Charlie.
That's still not my guarantee at IT, but it's definitely better than just RYR and A320. Runner 9 Alpha Charlie, no need to acknowledge. Surface wind 260 degrees, crosswind from the left 1 to 5 knots. Let's hope the 737 had better luck than the citation. Yeah, but unfortunately we have to do it all ourselves nowadays, something which I could not be asked to do. I have the FSTL VMR. I'm not going digging around, you know, being specifically assigning liveries. Oh well, he handled that crossing a bit better. Runner 9 Alpha Charlie on the ground, time 5-8. You can vacate right there on Charlie, stand number 8.
Right on Charlie and stand 8 for Ryan 9 Alpha Charlie, thank you.
Hey Mark, how are you doing?
Cork approach, good evening. Echo India Michael Tango, system 152 over the GA apron. Information Foxtrot, question start. Could be aboard to carry with 2 PLB for the team.
Echo India Mike Alpha Tango Cork, good evening. Your start approved. It'll be, well, the surface wind is 260 degrees at 15 knots. I can offer you 25 for departure if you wish, or crosswind for 34 advice preference.
Max 12, but I can take 25, that's okay.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, Sarah approved. You can expect 25 and the QNH 1013.
I can take 113 start approved, and I would expect 25. Anyway,
Hey, firm. Report ready for taxi.
Cool, thank you.
Ryan 9 Alpha Charlie, disconnection now, thanks for the ATC, bye bye.
9 Alpha Charlie, flight plan closed at 1902. Cheers, good night.
Good evening, tower. Output, sorry. Starter 561, you do check.
Oof. Southwest 561, move your microphone back a bit from your mouth. Other than that, reach you 4x4.
Alright, Southwest 561, I just sent you my flight plan information. I think it's in Foxtrot. I am parked at gate number 7. I am 738L. Requesting I have filed to Gatwick.
Southwest 561, you are cleared to Gatwick. It will be an LTIG 1 November departure, runway 34, your initial climb, 5,000 feet, squawk is 2153.
Alright, squawk 2153, flight plan is full via LTIG 1 November, departure runway 34, initial climb about 65,000.
Southwest 561, your readback is correct, and information Foxtrot is current. QNH is 1013 hectopascals. Report ready for push and start.
Alright, I'll get back to you for push and start. Thank you.
Cork approach, quality of Mike, Tango, construction.
Echo Name Mike Alpha Tango, taxi Foxtrot, hold short 1634, report your checks complete, ready for departure.
Foxtrot,
Yeah, no.
1634 and call checks completed. Echo Mike Alpha.
Yeah, Luke, I'll be on for one. No, is it?
Cork approach, Echo Alpha Tango, Jackson.
Echo Alpha Tango, hold position after departure. It'll be well, straight out to the west for Kerry, not above 2,000 feet in the zone initially, and your squawk is 2601.
Right, hold position after departure. It's direct out to the west, above 2,000 feet in the zone, and squawk 2601. And would you take 25 for departure, Mr.
Yeah. So read back correct. You can taxi Foxtrot, backtrack 16 right at the intersection 180 on 25. Report ready for departure.
Right, okay. So enter 2416 5 Foxtrot and right turn on 25 180, and we'll go ready for departure. Go.
A-firm. Surface wind checks 26015.
Southwest 561 requesting push and start.
Southwest 561, push and start approved, face north.
Face north, 561. Southwest 561 requesting taxi to runway 34. Requesting taxi to runway 34, Southwest 561.
Yep. Southwest 561, make a right turn, then taxi Charlie, hold short runway 1634. Make a right turn, taxi Charlie, hold short runway 1634.
Right on Charlie and then hold short runway 34.
Echo Alpha Tango,
Echo Alpha Tango after departure, cleared right turn out to the west, not above 2,000, clear takeoff 25, wind 260 degrees 15.
Hi Rob, departure right turn out to the west, not above 2,000 feet, clear to take off on 25, Echo Alpha Tango.
Holding short before Southwest 561.
Cork, roger. Southwest 561, enter backtrack, line up runway 34.
Go backtrack to Southwest 561.
Aircraft accident.
I don't know, Matt. That still looks a little limp at the end to me. So I don't know what the trouble was. You were head on into the wind, and that's still a bit limpy at the end. So Oh, Southwest, don't make it wrong. Southwest 561 runway 34 is at your 6 o'clock.
I did myself a backtrack. Was it a long one?
Yeah, it is a long one. We can't afford parallel taxiways here. Southwest 561, make a 180 and backtrack runway 34.
Yes, I'm trying to backtrack now.